I found 5 interesting 3D prints that can be useful, but do they really work? In this video, I will try each one out, see how useful they actually are, and share my honest thoughts. Let's find out which ones are worth your filament. The first one is the Beverage Can Opener. It only requires support in one small area. I printed the main part using Bambu Lab's PLA carbon fiber filament. The overhangs came out a bit rough, not to the model design, but because my print settings weren't quite right for the section. I didn't see much point in reprinting it, so I smoothed it out manually. A bit of heat made the cutting marks less noticeable. After a quick cleanup, it was ready for assembly. The assembly process is simple. Everything is fully 3D printed, so no extra hardware is needed. The orange parts were printed in PTG, and the design uses press fit connections, no glue or screws required. I did enlarge the main parts pinholes slightly because they were too tight. Be careful though, make them too large and you will need glue to keep it together. The carbon fibers in the PLA can also add extra friction, but it's an easy fix. Fitment can vary between printers to the tolerances, so that might also cause tight fits. Adjusting hole compensation in your slicer can help. You can print the entire thing in one color, but using multiple colors make it look much better. The design is clean and functional. On top there is a simple image showing how to place it on the can, with arrow for rotation. To use it, you just set it on the can, press the trigger, and the hook inside pops the can open. It's effortless, the trigger moves smoothly, and you don't need to squeeze hard at all. It's comfortable to hold. So it's more a thing to use at home. It's quite bulky to carry around. If you struggle to open cans with your fingers, this could be very handy. For me personally, it's not that necessary, but I was surprised by how well it worked. Long term, the hook might wear down, especially if printed in PLA, but overall it might look semi-useful, but fun gadget worth trying out. Next up is the desktop flip calendar. This one has multiple parts that needed to be stacked onto pin or shaft. You start by adding the month cards from December backwards to January, then the day cards. I started with Sunday. I used red PLA for the weekend days. After that, you add the longer number pieces, starting with 9 down to 0. And finally, the shorter number cards in order 3, 2, 1. Once everything is in place, you install the second part of the casing, which is a press fit. It went on quite tightly. I might have pushed it a bit too far because the cards didn't flip smoothly at first. When I tried to move one, others wanted to move along with it. Luckily, this was easy to fix with a quick adjustment using a screwdriver, and after that, it worked fine. The design seems inspired by the classic Timor perpetual calendar. The bottom casing is slightly different. Overall, it's a simple design and works as intended. That said, flip calendars like this feel more like a decorative piece these days, rather than something truly useful. With smartphones and smart devices everywhere, most of us don't rely on physical calendars anymore, and if you are anything like me, you will probably forget to flip the cards daily, leaving the wrong date on display. Before we jump back into the prints, I want to thank PCBWay for sponsoring this video. Most people know them for their professional PCB prototyping and assembly, but they also offer a wide range of manufacturing services like CNC machining, sheet metal fabrication, injection molding, and even 3D printing. So if you want to bring your design to life, whether it's electronics, custom enclosure, or parts you can't easily print at home, PCBWay is a great option. They provide high quality results at reasonable prices, and their online platform makes uploading and ordering super simple. Check out the link in the description if you want to try them out for your next project. Starting September 1st, they are offering a free purple solder mask for an entire month, normally an upgraded option. This color is usually available at an extra cost, but throughout September it will be completely free. Also throughout September, they are running a special discount promotion on 3D printing with TPU material. Prints over 20 gram will enjoy increasing discounts as the part gets heavier, with saving up to 80% off for larger orders. It's perfect for functional prototypes and flexible parts. The next print is the Quick Slip Shoe Horn. This tool is designed to make putting on shoes easier, and it even has a hole at the top so you can hang it up when not in use. I printed mine in PLA, but honestly PTG or ABS would be a better choice for durability. It also has a neat designer style logo that gives it a nice look. Using it is simple. The shoe horn clips into the heel of your shoe, holding it steady while you slide your foot in. No need to bend over excessively. It actually works really well and can be especially useful for people with limited mobility. Of course, a traditional long shoe horn does the same job, but those aren't exactly convenient to carry around. These 3D printed ones are lightweight, compact and easy to throw in bag, making them more portable. One small issue, the edges are a bit sharp, which could potentially damage your shoes. Overall, it's a great practical print. Similar designs are available on Amazon, but if you have a 3D printer, you can make your own in any colors you like and for cheaper too. Next is the ZipTie belt holder. This is a two-part print, which I made with PTG filament. It printed cleanly without issues. I laid it flat on the bed for better strength and used 3 supports. For assembly, you will also need a rubber band. To put it together, you slide the smaller part in from the side with the belt mounting hole, making sure the grooved side faces the belt mount. Then hook one end of the rubber band on the side, guide it across and secure it on the opposite side hook. This step is a little tricky, but the help from a screwdriver can make it easier. How it works: pull the clamp open, insert a bundle of zip ties and release. The rubber band provides the clamping force to hold them securely in place. The strength depends on the rubber band you use. Mine worked nicely. It fits belts up to 37mm wide and reloading more zip ties is quick and easy. It's a handy gadget if you often use a lot of zip ties. You don't have to hold them in your hand or dig through your pockets, they are always within the reach. Downsides: rubber bands lose elasticity over time, and I noticed some wear where the band rubs against the clamp, eventually causing it to snap. It takes a lot of use before that happens, and rubber bands are cheap and easy to replace. It's a practical print which can be put inside the usual prints category. Finally, we have the bottle watering can attachment. This clever print turns your ordinary plastic bottle into a watering can. I printed the handheld version using Devil Design transparent green PTG, and the print came out nicely. There are also handless versions available. Attaching it is simple, you just screw it on the bottle. If you have different bottle caps like these, you are lucky. Mine went very tightly, almost too tight, and it took a fair bit of force to unscrew it. The design includes a small air hole to allow smooth pouring. The handle looks nice and it's useful for carrying, but it isn't very comfortable when pouring. The angle forces your hand into an awkward position. With a smaller bottle it feels a little bit better, but honestly, holding the bottle itself is more comfortable than using the handle. For that reason, I think the version without the handle might actually be the better option. The handle sits too high. If it were lower, it would feel more natural, but it will be harder to print. Lowering the spout angle would improve pouring, but it would require support during printing. So the current design is a compromise between ease of printing and ergonomics. On the positive side, it doesn't leak at all, which is essential. Just make sure to print at slow speeds and tune your retraction settings, because under extrusions can create tiny gaps that cause leaks. It's functional idea that works, but ergonomics could be better. If you want simplicity, the non-handle version is probably the way to go. So let's take this video together. Beverage Can Opener prints easily, only one support needed, fully 3D printed, no extra hardware required, works surprisingly well, comfortable to use, but a bit bulky to carry. Long-term durability may be an issue if printed in PLA. Semi-useful but fun gadget. Usefulness 3.5 out of 5. Desktop flip calendar, multiple parts to stack, assembly straightforward, works fine, but cards may stick, fixable with adjustment, more decorative than practical since most people use phones for calendars, easy to forget to flip daily, leaving it inaccurate, looks nice but not really practical. Usefulness 2 out of 5. Quick slip shoehorn, small, portable and easy to use, works very well, especially for people with mobility issues. PLA works, but PTC or ABS recommended for durability. Sharp corners may damage shoes unless sanded. Useful print if you need it. Usefulness 4.5. ZipTie belt holder, prints cleanly, only needs PTC plus a rubber band. Easy to assemble and use, great for holding zip ties hands-free. Rubber bands wear out over time but are cheap to replace. Fits belts up to 37mm wide. Clever, practical and definitely useful. Usefulness 4.5. Bottle watering can attachment, printed in PTC, fits tightly on bottles, doesn't leak, works as intended. Handle version looks nice but feels awkward to bore with. Handleless version is probably the better choice. Functional but the ergonomics could be improved. Usefulness 3 out of 5. So that was 5 different 3D prints put to the test. Some of them turned out to be really practical, like the ZipTie belt holder and the quick slip shoehorn, while others, like the flip calendar, were more of a fun design piece than something I'd actually use every day. Either way, it's always cool to see what can be made with a 3D printer and some filament. If you have tried any of these yourself, let me know in the comments what you thought or share your favorite useful 3D prints that I should try next. Don't forget to like, subscribe and I will see you in the next one.